Deep in the bayou, welcome to Cajun Field in Lafayette. Just about to turn the corner into the back half of the season here on EA Sports College Football. It is Week 7. It's the Troy Trojans and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Well, guys, the Raging Cajuns head coach told me pregame he knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. So Louisiana's offense who will have the football first. We get a look at Shelton Sampson Jr. He's worked his way into this passing attack, and the coaches are very pleased with his progress. They'll run this play from the pistol.
It's pretty amazing when you watch this offense because they're not very talented. They're average, quite honestly, a lot of spots, except the guy at wide receiver, David. He is elite. And today on offense, everything should go through him.
And when you've got one of those guys, you've got a chance, right? One guy that puts fear in the defense. And I love that we continue to see guys have real success at smaller levels, right? It's not just the power four. These are guys that end up getting plucked and go to the next level. You can still be a burner and still have that great speed and route running and develop. And this guy has, and he is one of the best players on he actually is the best player on this team, and he is option number 1 for this squad.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision.
There's some room.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Snags it, and there's running room. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
And the Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Quick handoff. He stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Winfield. A little release to the back. He gets it inside the 20 to the 19, but they still have a ways to go, and it'll be 4th down. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. Good, right down the boulevard. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
Well, this team knew coming into tonight's game they had to get momentum early. Playing at home, they want to get the crowd into it. So you get a beautiful drive here to start this thing. You would have liked to cap it off with a touchdown, but listen, you set yourself up for a field goal. You knock it through the uprights. You've got the lead. Everything right now looking good.
The Trojans offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And now here comes Goose Crowder. Last time out, a solid day in a victory, throwing for more than 200 yards and a couple of scores. They'll start this drive going to the air. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Was looking for a little more daylight for a big return, but he'll settle for the pick and setting his offense up at the 24. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Right down the middle. Got him downfield. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
That is an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding the window between the zones and delivering that ball on time.
They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield, and he does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about, and early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still...
Touchdown, Cajuns! Gets it into the end zone. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Now the Trojan offense returns to the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
The run inside. It's Griffin. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs 1st down, and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Gets the back moving. Looking for a man. It's Crowder. Got his man on the right. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line.
Okay, here's the bad news. They're down by a lot of points really early in this game in the first quarter. The good news is there's a lot of football left. The better news, they finally get a big play through the air. That's the kind of play that can spark some confidence and completely turn this thing around. They got to keep that up.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Griffin. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
That's going to do it for the quarter, guys. Louisiana has the lead here. As we take a look at the stats, things a little one-sided so far. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. First play of the period, first down here. The give. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Dropping back, it's Winfield. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Raging Cajuns will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch at the 35. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. Things haven't gone exactly the way they drew it up. Turnover, punt, and now they have it back. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to...
Makes the grab and room to run. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
I like the QB here. Very decisive, understanding I get the ball to my slot guy, he can make plays after it. Like the quickness, the speed, the elusiveness. You watch it, man, just he catches the football and a big play can happen. And you saw after the catch, man, he's got some wheels.
To the air on first down. Makes the catch. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
To the air on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
And that's what the offense wants. They want to see you in man coverage, and they want to throw those slants, use those wide receivers and their big bodies to catch the football. Elite coverage. Great job being glued to your guy and being physical when he caught it. When he catches the football, I've got to immediately impact him so he can't catch it. That's how it's done.
Finds his tight end. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
From the gun, running back gets to give. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Oh, they're after him. He'll throw it. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
You normally don't see this guy miss throws like that. That was a pretty short throw. He can normally make those in his sleep, but with the incompletion, we're now setting up third down.
Wants to adjust the pattern. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Slings it downfield. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. The Raging Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Good blocking up front. Great job following it. He's got 6 to the 18. 6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. DB's right up on the receivers. They send the tight end in motion. They'll move the wide receiver. Off play action. Under fire. He'll pull it down and run. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. They'll try to get it through the air. Here's the pressure. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job of keeping that guy in the pocket.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. To the air, it's Winfield. Pocket breaking down. He's sacked. This defense all over it. The Trojans use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Trying to escape and get it himself. Oh, he didn't get past the marker before starting his slide, and now it's 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Punt is in the air. He's got it. They make the stop, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's see what the call is. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's locked. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. And the Trojans moving quickly to the line.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. And they're really frustrated having to use that after giving up the first down. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Crowder. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Under fire. And down he goes.
This offense better start finding a way to cap off these drives and points. We haven't seen that now in the last 2 drives. Last one, they were moving the ball pretty nicely, came away with nothing. This drive, it's looking to be more of the same. And normally when you give up sacks, especially on 3rd down, that's what's going to happen.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he tried to make something happen with his feet, but they stopped him short, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Trying to save time on defense, they use their second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And this one is perfect. This is now a 7-point game.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. First play of the drive, wants to throw. The sure hands, it's Rockwell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gents, the cream is rising to the top here 7 weeks in. Let's take a look at today's action. We begin our coverage with Florida State taking on the number 7 team, the Miami Hurricanes.
On the move from inside is 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So, guys, we'll have another look at this Troy offense. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step 1, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
Running inside, it's Griffin. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Griffin. Pretty good effort on that one to work his way up to the 42. 8-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and short. Motion from the wideout. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Now the pitch. Past the 45. They finally knock him down. What a great pitch and run on the option. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Dropping back, it's Crowder. Pressure coming. Headed to the end zone. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Trojans have it with a 1st and goal. Run in the red zone. It's Lovett. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown, Trojans. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to love the mindset that this squad just came out with in the second half. Clearly could not run the football the way they wanted to in the first half. Second half came out with energy, with passion, got the running game going, and then no surprise, they go down the field, they double up their rushing yards, Palmer, and they punch it in the end zone.
You give the guys up front a ton of credit, too, because they were missing some assignments, getting pushed around a little bit here in the first half, which is why they weren't able to have success running the football. And they had a little bit of a come to Jesus, it seems, at halftime. They've come out now playing a little bit angry and finally able to get some movement up front. That made all the difference here on this drive with their ability to run it.
Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Winfield. He's got the tight end. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient, fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Motion from the back. Looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Rockwell. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on to the ball. He had it right in his chest, and it'll be 4th down. And the Raging Cajuns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Way back close to his end zone as he makes the catch. And the returner will be brought down. Troy's offense comes out ready to start this drive. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Griffin. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on first down. They'll give it to him again. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Gonna run it. It's Griffin. Maybe some room here. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And after that run, there is a player still down on the field. The junior running back slow to get up. We hope this is just momentary. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on everything for us. Back to throw, it's Crowder. Fires to the middle. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Goes high to pull it in. Just making a huge play, and he sets him up all the way down at the 14. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Yeah, it's Lovett. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Right around the halfway point of the season, neither of these squads that we've watched today ranked, but here's the top 25 as it stands right now. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. They'll go right back to the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
He was fighting and struggling his way, trying to get that first down. Instead, they'll be faced with fourth. Less than a yard to go for a first down, and the offense will remain on the field. Trying to do it on the ground. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive. And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth-quarter lead, but they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And a lapse in concentration will back them up 5, but still a first and goal. He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans! They move on top here in the fourth. On to attempt the try.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. And now, after being stymied for this entire second half, they must put a scoring drive together here and answer that last touchdown.
Well, we've got a close game here at the start of the fourth quarter, right? This team obviously is down, but they're not playing it close to the vest. Being aggressive, first play of the drive, trying to throw it down the field. They're going to have to complete some of these if they're going to get this comeback win in this game.
So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. Defense really hurt itself with that penalty. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Rushes on him. Takes a shot as he lets it go. Pulls in the deep ball. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. Gives it to the back on the draw. How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Dances away. He'll try to do it himself. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field, and he's so confident in his own natural ability that he has the ability to run, go get the first down, keep this drive rolling.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Yeah, and he looked like he had the opportunity to secure that obviously open over the middle of the field, but you know how that works. Middle of the field, more defenders. Am I going to get whacked when I hit this thing? It makes those guys think a little bit, and you see more drops over the middle of the field.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
Gets it inside the 5, and now it'll be first and goal from the 4. And guys, if they can somehow, some way find their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the 4th. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Now it's second and goal. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down at the 23-yard line, so not a whole lot of room on that return. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Guys, down here on the Troy sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see. Missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this. We'll see if he really does here to take the field. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Certain moments in the game you know are just a little bit bigger. Here's one of them. Big play coming on 3rd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Crowder. Release to the back. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. The clock has stopped for the timeout, and we have reached the final 2 minutes in this one.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Got his man. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41. And the Trojans with the 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Burgess. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
And this offense doesn't have very many runs left in them. They try to sneak in the run. Nice job by the defense making the tackle, but they've got to try to maximize their time.
Makes the grab in their space. Stop is made at the 22. A 10-yard pickup and a first down just outside the red zone.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this.
Could be an alley. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Troy. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th. The Trojans were the answer.
Love the play call, love the execution. Late in the game with less than 2 minutes to go, they now take a touchdown lead and put so much pressure on the opposition in a 2-minute situation.
And he tacks on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Working the sidelines, Holly Rowe. What do you have, Holly?
Hey, guys, down here on the Louisiana sideline, this defense has been the star of the show today. The offense has had their back against the wall, and now is the moment they've got to come alive. They are trailing in this game, and I could see them talking to each other before they take the field for this drive. Now is their moment. They feel it, and they're trying to get each other hyped up and ready to go for this possession. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Looking for a man. It's Winfield. It's complete on the right side. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He goes right back to the air. Got his man. They get the timeout called with 7 seconds left on the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Here's a throw downfield late. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains. So here they come. One last chance, and they've got to have a touchdown. Wants to throw on 3rd down. He's taking the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Now this team has consecutive wins, and when you start